My name's Father Dan Cambra, and I'm a Marian of the Immaculate Conception, the religious community that operates the National Shrine of Divine Mercy here in Stockbridge, Massachusetts. And today, I'd like to talk to you about one of our neighbors who's right over here in Syracuse, New York, St Marianne Cope. St Marianne Cope was born in Germany, but her family emigrated to the United States when she was only a year old. She was raised in Utica, New York, not too far from here, and eventually entered a religious community in Utica, New York, and became the superior general of her community. At that time, she was one of the people that was contacted by Father Peter Damien, because he was looking for a religious community of women who would come out and teach the children of the lepers. When she responded, she brought 6 of her own community with her, and she traveled all the way to Molokai, and there helped set up a school first. By the time of her death, she had opened over 40 schools, and also she opened up a hospital. As a matter of fact, she opened up a total of 3 hospitals. In her lifetime, she was responsible for many people coming to a deeper appreciation of their faith and of their appreciation of themselves in God's eyes. In many ways, everyone expected her to suffer for her faith through illness and disease, as had Father Peter Damien. But Sister Marianne Cope, in spite of the many years that she worked with lepers, never became lepers herself. She did, however, suffer from other diseases and illnesses, and was even confined to a wheelchair towards the end of her life. But being in a wheelchair didn't seem to slow her down. As a matter of fact, she pushed on even more strongly, putting in more and more hours, because she realized that her time was coming to an end and how much more work there was yet to do. She set the example and the pace for the rest of her community, and they all looked to her as something more than just their spiritual religious leader. They looked to her as a living saint among them. Sister Marianne Cope, at the time of her death, had many followers, but no one appreciated her quite as much as her fellow religious and priests, whom she served as their personal nurse. When Marianne Cope died, everyone already started speaking to her as St. Marianne of Molokai. Ultimately, her religious community brought her body back to Syracuse, New York, to be buried in their private cemetery. And you can still visit her today in Syracuse, New York, a place of pilgrimage for many. Some extraordinary miracles have been attributed to her. One of the first miracles that was attributed to her was a man who was crushed by a truck and immediately pronounced dead. But after a few prayers offered through her intercession, he revived and miraculously went on to live a long and vigorous life. Her concern for the individual was so well expressed that everyone came to her and felt especially blessed to know her, both as a co-worker, as a religious superior, and as a model of faith, a woman of prayer and action, a woman who loved Jesus in the eyes and in the faces of those whom she served. Through the intercession of St. Marianne Cope, may God bless you and all those whom you love.